Hey guys, and welcome to another video on FCB Universe. Today we're gonna do a Barca news roundup, so we're gonna talk about transfers, returning injured players and more. Let's get started. There's no better way to start this video than telling you guys that apparently Pedri is gonna train with the team starting from Thursday, and he is 100% ready to start El Clasico. And obviously that's a huge advantage for us because we're not talking about any player returning from injury. We're talking about one of the most important players, if not the most important player for us. We really saw in the previous matches how much we missed Pedri and his creative touches and passes in the midfield. And that's why we're all excited about his return, especially in a game like El Clasico. Let's continue with injury news, and sadly guys, reports coming out from the media today said that Dembele isn't ready for El Clasico. But although Dembele is a special player for us, this injury shouldn't affect us a lot, because with the performances that RAPHINHA is delivering in the last few matches, he showed that he's a big player and he can replace Dembele in the best way possible. So let's go and win this match even with Dembele being unavailable. And now let's talk about the transfer news, because a lot of these news came out yesterday and also a lot of them are really interesting. The first topic that we're going to talk about now is a topic that a lot of journalists talked about, the likes of Gerard Romero, Javi Miguel and others. It's about Gundogan, because apparently the German midfielder is getting closer and closer to joining Barcelona. And also, as reported today, XAVI has already spoken with Gundogan, and again, following the steps of almost all of our last few signings, he is open to reduce his salary in order to join Barcelona. And for me, that's awesome news, because Gundogan is a player with a lot of quality and experience. Not only that, also the player is going to be a free agent this summer. So let me know guys, what do you think of this transfer, and does it benefit the team in your opinion or not? Another free agent close to joining us in the summer for free is a player we played against 2 days ago, and it's INIGO Martinez. And before talking about the details, let's put in mind guys that INIGO is a player that's gonna be a fourth choice centre back. So in another way, it's a transfer for the team's depth. And what I like about Barca's new transfer policy is that it seems like we are always trying to find a chance that we can't miss in the market, just like we did last summer with Cancelo, Christensen, Marcos Alonso. Great work from the board, and especially MATEO, ALEMANY, the sports director. Another chance in the market that apparently XAVI likes and the club's interested at is João Cancelo. The fullback is loaned to Bayern München, and as reports said yesterday, the German club isn't really interested in buying the player for 70 million, which is the buy clause in Cancelo's contract. So Man City are considering the choice of loaning him out again in the summer, and one of the most interested clubs in this case is Barca. And the last transfer news we have today is that LAPORTA and the famous player's agent Jorge Mendes had a meeting yesterday in Porto, where they discussed the possibility of Barca getting Cancelo and Bernardo Silva, and also the possibility of selling Ansu Fati and renewing the contract of Alejandro Balde. So a lot of transfer moves are being made by the board these days. Now let's move on to renewal news, where reports today talked about Barcelona finally sending their first contract renewal proposal to Busquets, which is a 1-year deal with a low salary. So tell me guys in the comments about your opinion on this case. Are you pleased that Sergio Busquets is possibly renewing his contract, or do you like to see a new young face replacing the captain? And who knows, maybe it's Mendes or anyone else. Last thing we're going to talk about today is Barca's kit design for the Classico, and it's a one that's similar to the one we played with in the first La Liga Classico in the Santiago Bernabeu. But hopefully this time, the result of Sunday's match isn't similar to the result of the last one. That was everything for today's video. If you liked it, give it a like. If you didn't, give it a dislike. Write your opinion in the comments and subscribe to the channel for more content. See you in the next video.